The search for a secret formula to win is a symptom of a much deeper pain, a feeling of being powerless. But what if the game is rigged in your favor? What if you already hold the winning ticket? Do not click away. The method I will reveal at the end is not about luck. It is about certainty, and it will change everything. False hope. So many of us, my friends, are searching. We are searching for that one secret, that one combination of numbers, that one foolproof method that will deliver us from our struggles. The lottery, in this sense, is a powerful symbol. It represents a single moment that can wash away all debt, all worry, all the pressure of a life that feels too heavy. It is the hope of a miracle, a quick escape from the reality we have built for ourselves, or the reality that has been placed upon us. We look at the ticket in our hands and we project all of our dreams onto it. This small piece of paper becomes a vessel for our deepest longings, for freedom, for peace, for a different life. But we must be very clear about what is happening in this moment of hope. When you place your trust in an external game of chance, you are fundamentally giving your power away. You are telling the universe, and more importantly, you are telling yourself that the source of your happiness, your security, and your well-being lies outside of your control. It is in the hands of a randomly spinning machine, a set of bouncing balls. This act of surrendering your agency is a very subtle but very deep form of suffering. It creates a cycle of intense hope followed by an almost inevitable crash of disappointment. It is a roller coaster of emotion that you willingly strap yourself into over and over again. Understand this, the desire itself is not wrong. The desire for a better life, for less struggle, is a natural human impulse. It is the direction of this desire that leads us astray. We point all of our powerful energy, all of our focus, all of our hope towards an outcome that has astronomically low probabilities. It is like training for years to become a master archer, only to stand at the line, close your eyes, and shoot your arrow into the sky, hoping it lands on a target miles away that you cannot even see. All of that power, all of that potential is released into randomness. The energy is wasted, and the spirit becomes tired from the repeated lack of a meaningful result. The marketing around this game is designed to prey on this exact feeling of powerlessness. It whispers to you, you could be next, your life could change overnight. It sells a dream, but the product it truly sells is the temporary feeling of hope, a fleeting escape from the present moment. And for a few days, you carry that ticket and you live in a fantasy world. You think about the house you will buy, the debts you will pay, the people you will help. But this is a fragile dream, built on a foundation of pure chance. When the numbers are red, and they are not your numbers, the dream shatters. And what are you left with? You are left in the exact same place you started, but now with the added weight of disappointment and the reinforcement of the belief that you are indeed unlucky. This is a cruel game, but it is not the lottery machine that is cruel. The cruelty lies in the way we allow our minds to become trapped by the illusion of external salvation. True desire. So now let us do the real work. Let us look underneath the desire to win the lottery. Let us ask the question, what is it that you truly want? When you imagine the money appearing in your bank account, what is the feeling that you are actually chasing? Is it the paper itself? Is it the number on a screen? No, of course not. The money is merely a symbol. It is a key that you believe will unlock a certain state of being, and it is this state of being that is your true desire. For many, the first thing that comes to mind is freedom. What does this freedom mean? It means freedom from the job that drains your life force, the 9-to-5 routine that feels like a cage. It means freedom from the constant pressure of bills, of rent, of the financial obligations that dictate how you must spend the majority of your waking hours. You are not chasing money, you are chasing the ability to wake up in the morning and choose how you will spend your day, to choose to spend it with your family, to choose to learn a new skill, to choose to travel, to choose to simply sit in silence and read a book. You are chasing autonomy over your own life. This is a profound and valid desire. It is the desire for self-determination. For others, the desire is for security. It is the deep, primal need to feel safe. To know that if your child gets sick, you can afford the best care. To know that if the roof starts to leak, you can fix it without going into debt. To know that you and your loved ones have a stable home and food on the table. This desire is not about luxury. It is about the removal of a specific kind of fear. A chronic, low-level anxiety that hums in the background of modern life for so many people. The fear of the unexpected, the fear of not having enough. So you see, you are not wanting millions of dollars. You are wanting to silence that voice of fear. You are wanting a deep, unshakable peace of mind. And for many, beyond even freedom and security, the desire is for significance. It is the belief that with this money, you could finally do something that matters. You could start the business you have always dreamed of. You could create a foundation to help others. You could support your community, your family, your friends in a meaningful way. You believe the money will give you the power to have a positive impact on the world, to leave a legacy. It is the desire to express your own potential without the limitations of your current circumstances. This is the desire to matter, to contribute. So, freedom, security, significance. These are the real prizes you are hoping to win. The money is just the vehicle you think you need to get there. But what if there is another vehicle? What if you are already sitting in it? Internal lottery. This brings us to the core of our practice today. I want to introduce you to a different kind of lottery. Let us call it the internal lottery. This is a lottery that you play not once a week, but every single moment of every single day. The jackpots are not paid in dollars or euros, but in states of being that are far more valuable and far more lasting. The prizes in this lottery are clarity, resilience, compassion, and a deep, unshakable inner peace. And here is the most important difference, my friends. In the external lottery, the odds are designed for you to lose. In the internal lottery, the entire system is designed for you to win. The game is not played with bouncing balls in a machine. It is played within the vast space of your own consciousness. The game is about the quality of your attention. Every moment, you have a choice. You can place your attention on your worries, on your resentments, on your fears. Or you can choose to place your attention on your breath, on the feeling of your body, on the beauty of the world around you, on the gratitude for what you already have. Each time you consciously choose where to place your focus, you are, in essence, picking a winning number. You are actively cultivating the inner state you wish to experience. This is not a game of chance. This is a game of choice. Think of it this way. Your mind is like a garden. If you do nothing, weeds will grow. The weeds are the anxious thoughts, the negative loops, the mental habits that have been conditioned into you over a lifetime. Playing the external lottery is like hoping a magical gust of wind will come and blow all the weeds away and plant a beautiful garden for you. It is a passive hope. Playing the internal lottery is the act of mindfully tending to your garden. It is the act of pulling a weed of anxiety by bringing yourself back to the present moment. It is the act of planting a flower of gratitude by consciously acknowledging something good in your life. You are the gardener. The power is entirely in your hands. The beauty of this internal lottery is that the jackpot is not a single future event. The winning happens with every single ticket you play. Each time you choose a calm response over an angry reaction, you win. Each time you choose to forgive someone instead of holding a grudge, you win. Each time you choose to be present with a loved one instead of being lost in your phone, you win. The prize is not a destination you arrive at. The prize is the quality of your journey. You begin to accumulate a different kind of wealth, an inner richness that makes you resilient to the inevitable ups and downs of the external world. A person with $1 billion who is consumed by anxiety and fear is poor. A person with very little who has cultivated inner peace is immeasurably wealthy. The tickets. So if we are to play this internal lottery, what are the tickets? Where do we get them? You do not have to go to a store to buy them. You do not need any money. You already possess an infinite supply of these tickets. They are the most fundamental resources of your human experience, resources we so often overlook because of their constant availability. The first ticket is your attention. Your attention is the currency of your reality. Whatever you place your attention on grows stronger in your experience. Your attention is like a spotlight in a dark room. The room is full of many things, stressful memories, future worries, but also present moment sensations, feelings of love, simple beauty. Where you point that spotlight determines what you see, what you experience as real. If you constantly shine it on the corner of the room labeled "my problems," then your entire reality becomes that corner. But you have the power to move the spotlight. You can consciously choose to shine it on the feeling of the breath entering and leaving your body. In that moment, your reality becomes the breath. You have just played a ticket. You have just won a moment of peace. The practice is to become the master of this spotlight, not its servant. The second ticket is your intention. Intention is the why behind your actions. It is the quality of heart you bring to what you do. You can wash the dishes with an intention of resentment and frustration, seeing it as a chore, or you can wash the same dishes with an intention of care, of creating a clean space for yourself and your family. The external action is identical. The internal experience is completely different. One creates suffering, the other creates a sense of purpose and mindfulness. Before you speak, before you act, you can take a fraction of a second to set an intention. Is my intention to help or to harm? Is it to create connection or to create division? Is it to express love or to express fear? This simple act of setting an intention is like choosing your lottery numbers with purpose. It aligns your actions with the prize you truly wish to receive. The third ticket, and perhaps the most powerful, is your breath. Your breath is your anchor to the present moment. It is the one thing that is always with you, from the moment you are born to the moment you die. It is happening right now without your effort. But by bringing your conscious attention to it, you transform it from an automatic process into a profound tool for self-mastery. When you feel overwhelmed by emotion, anger, anxiety, sadness, the breath is your refuge. By taking one deep, conscious breath, you create a space between the stimulus and your reaction. In that space lies your freedom. In that space, you can choose a different path. Your breath is a free, instantly accessible ticket to a state of calm and clarity. Learning to use it is one of the most important skills you can ever develop. You don't need to win $1 million to breathe. You just need to remember that you can. Drawing numbers. Now we understand the game and we have our tickets. How then do we draw the numbers? How do we play this internal lottery in a practical, daily way? This is not about grand gestures or complex rituals. It is about small, consistent actions. It is the practice, the discipline. It is what we in our tradition call gong fu, the skill that is acquired through patient, persistent effort over time. You are building a new kind of strength, an inner strength, and like any strength, it must be trained. One of the most effective ways to draw a winning number is through the practice of observation without judgment. Your mind will produce thoughts constantly. That is its nature. Many of these thoughts will be negative, anxious, or self-critical. The untrained response is to believe every thought, to get caught in it, to identify with it. This is how we lose the lottery. The trained response, the drawing of a winning number, is to simply notice the thought as it arises, to see it, acknowledge it, and let it pass like a cloud in the sky. You are not the cloud, you are the sky. When a thought like "I am not good enough" appears, instead of believing it, you can say to yourself, there is the thought that I am not good enough. You create a separation. In that separation, the thought loses its power over you. You have just won a major prize, freedom from your own negative thinking. Another way to play is to consciously choose your response to external events. Life will constantly present you with challenges. Someone cuts you off in traffic. A colleague is rude to you. Your plans fall through. These are the moments when the numbers are drawn. The reactive, unconscious choice is to respond with anger, frustration, or despair. This is a losing ticket. The conscious choice, the winning number, is to pause, to take a breath using your ticket, and to choose a response that aligns with your intention for inner peace. Maybe you choose compassion, thinking the other driver might be having a terrible day. Maybe you choose acceptance, acknowledging that some things are outside of your control. This does not mean you become passive. It means you become powerful. You are no longer a puppet of your circumstances. You are the master of your inner state. This practice extends to your physical body. How you hold your body, how you move, is a way of drawing numbers. Are you slouched over, your posture reflecting a state of defeat? Or are you sitting or standing upright, your spine aligned, your chest open, in a posture of dignity and readiness? This is not just about looking better, it changes your internal chemistry. A strong, stable posture sends a signal to your brain that you are safe and in control. The daily discipline of training your body, whether through martial arts, yoga, or simply mindful walking, is a continuous act of playing the internal lottery. You are cultivating a body that supports a mind of clarity and strength. Every stretch, every stance, every conscious movement is a winning number being drawn in your favor. It is a slow, steady accumulation of inner wealth. Guaranteed jackpot. Here is the most beautiful truth about the internal lottery. Unlike the external game of chance, where the jackpot is an elusive dream for almost everyone who plays, the jackpot in the internal lottery is guaranteed. It is not a matter of if you will win. It is only a matter of when. And when is directly proportional to your practice. The outcome is not left to chance. It is a direct result of your own conscious effort. The system is not rigged against you. It is designed for your success. The jackpot itself is not a sudden explosive event. It is a quiet, profound, and permanent transformation of your entire experience of being alive. The grand prize is what the ancient Stoics called apatheia, or what we might call equanimity. It is the ability to remain centered, calm, and clear, even when the storms of life are raging around you. It is not that the storms stop coming. The challenges, the losses, the pain, these are unavoidable parts of the human experience. The jackpot is the development of an inner foundation so deep and so stable that the storms cannot wash you away. You become the mountain, and the weather simply happens. It can be sunny, it can be rainy, it can be violent, but the mountain remains. This guaranteed win is a form of wealth that can never be taken from you. If you win $1 million, you can lose it. The stock market can crash, a bad investment can be made, it can be stolen. Your external circumstances are always vulnerable, but the inner wealth of resilience, of clarity, of compassion, this becomes a part of who you are. No one can take away your ability to choose your response. No one can steal your capacity to be present. No one can diminish the peace you have cultivated within your own heart. This is true security. It is a home that you build inside yourself, a fortress of tranquility that you can return to at any moment. And so, you see, the search for the lottery formula was not wrong. It was simply pointed in the wrong direction. You were looking for a secret to change your external world in order to feel a certain way inside. The true secret, the guaranteed method, is to change your inner world. When you do that, your experience of the external world transforms, regardless of whether it changes or not. You find freedom even within your constraints. You find security even amidst uncertainty. You find your significance not in what you can buy, but in the quality of presence and love you can offer to the world. This is the guaranteed jackpot. It is waiting for you. All you have to do is start playing. Living wealthy. This brings us to our final and most important insight. The ultimate secret to winning the lottery is to realize that you can choose to live as a winner right now, today, in this very moment. The feeling of wealth that you are chasing is not a future destination. It is a present moment reality that you can access at any time. The practice we have been discussing is not about striving to one day become peaceful or happy. It is about learning to access the peace and happiness that are already available within you right now. To live wealthy is to shift your definition of wealth from accumulation to appreciation. It is to find the infinite richness in the simple, ordinary moments of your life. The feeling of the warm sun on your skin, that is wealth. The taste of a fresh cup of tea, the sound of rain on the roof, the genuine smile of a loved one, that is immeasurable wealth. We are surrounded by these riches every single moment, but our minds are so often elsewhere. They are lost in the past, worrying about the future, completely missing the jackpot of the present. The foolproof method is to bring your attention back again and again to the treasure that is right in front of you. When you begin to practice this, something remarkable happens. The desperate craving for an external win begins to soften. The frantic search for a magic formula subsides. Why? Because you begin to realize that you already have what you are searching for, the freedom, the peace, the security. You learn to generate these feelings from within. You are no longer a beggar waiting for a handout from fate. You are a sovereign being who is in charge of your own inner kingdom. You understand that true power is not the power to control the world outside of you, but the power to master the world inside of you. This does not mean you should not have goals or strive to improve your external circumstances. Of course you should, but you do it from a different place. You no longer do it from a place of desperate lack, believing that you need that external thing to be happy. You do it from a place of fullness as an expression of your potential, knowing that your fundamental well-being is already secure. You can play the game of life with more skill, more lightness, more joy, because you are no longer terrified of losing. You have already won the only game that truly matters. The secret lottery winning formula is this: stop playing the game of chance and start playing the game of choice. The tickets are your attention, your intention, and your breath. The method is the daily practice of mindful observation and conscious response. And the guaranteed jackpot is the realization that you are and always have been the source of your own wealth. The power is not out there in some random combination of numbers. It is right here, inside of you. Begin today. I came here looking for a lottery trick, and I'm leaving with a life strategy. The concept of the internal lottery and the tickets of attention and breath just completely reframed how I see my daily anxiety. It's not about hoping for a big win anymore. It's about making small wins every single moment. This is the most valuable secret I've ever learned. Thank you.